Hello everyone. Welcome to COM 231 Public Speaking Online from Martin Community College. My name is Mitch Butts. I'm going to be your instructor this semester, so welcome. I think this class will be a different experience for you because it is probably the first time you've had an online course. It's quite different from sitting in class and looking at the teacher and being around your classmates. However, this class is very important for you, for your job, for your future. That is my main concern, is helping you get ready for the career that you want to have so you can make a lot of money, buy a big house, a big car, and have a good life. This is your book. It is called Speak Up. It is the 4th edition. You will need this book. I do assign pages and chapters. I do never assign you a full chapter to read, but I will indicate what pages you need to read. You need to read those pages because there is always a chapter quiz. You will need your notes. Make good notes when you read the chapter pages. Pull out the most important parts of those pages I assign, write them down, make good notes that's easy to understand, and take the chapter quiz. Now, all chapter quizzes are timed. That's why you need to have good notes. The reason I do this is because I never want you to memorize any information for a test, because on my job I never have to memorize anything. I do, however, have lots of notes that I refer to. Note-taking is imperative on the job. No matter if you're a nurse, a police officer, whatever it is, you're going to need to know how to take notes and have good notes so you can refer to them. So again, I will list the pages and chapters I need you to read. Go over those pages, make good notes on the most important parts of those pages, and have them ready for the chapter quiz at the end. When you go on Blackboard, you will notice there is a mandatory attendance assignment. This is something that is assigned by Martin Community College. It is imperative you do this as quickly as possible. If you do not complete it by the deadline, then the school will drop you and there's nothing I can do to get you back into class. So please take the mandatory attendance assignment immediately. After that, you can go to the information page and it will introduce you to this course. It will also provide you with a syllabus and tell you what the next steps are. After that, you go to content and you will find that your weekly speeches or speeches are arranged in weeks. Generally, you have 3 weeks to prepare a speech. So make sure you stay on top of it, because with 3 weeks you want to have your speech ready and you have far enough in advance to prepare a speech. So make sure you look at those speeches that are coming up and understand what they involve. When you go to the information page, you will also find the syllabus. Please look at the syllabus, know how I weight speeches, know what percentage points a speech counts toward your ending grade. For example, you will do an introductory speech. Find out how much that speech counts toward your final grade. You will do a job interview speech. Find out how much that counts toward your final grade. You'll find a lot of information in the syllabus. For example, I do not take late work because every speech is assigned at least 3 weeks in advance. So that does give you time to prepare. The main goal here is to not procrastinate. Do not wait until the last minute to do speeches or take quizzes, because I don't do late work and I don't reopen quizzes because, as I said, you have 3 weeks to get it done. Make sure you take good notes. Quizzes are timed. I believe I just said that a few minutes ago, so keep that in mind. Public speaking, you do it already. You do it when you talk to your friends. You do it when you talk to your parents, your dog, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You are doing public speaking. I focus on public speaking in effort to make you more ready for the job or for the career you want to go into, because you need to know people will judge you. That's inevitable. When you go to a job or when you apply for a job, they're going to judge you on how you think, how you do critical thinking. They will judge you on how you communicate, written and verbally, and they're going to judge you on how you look, how you choose to appear in front of them. My job is to help you communicate better verbally. Main reason, I want you to advance in your job. I want you to have a good time in your job, and I also want you to make money. Money is important. Now ask yourself right away, how much money do you want to make? Well, you want to make a lot. Set your goals high. Now, you know you're not going to make $1 million the first year out of college, but honestly, $1 million is quite attainable these days. All you have to do is know how to get it. No one's hiding the money. All you have to do is prepare yourself, and you can go get what you want, but you got to prepare yourself. Oprah Winfrey had a very good statement. She said, you can have it all. You just can't have it all at once. So set your goals, Take it step by step by step, and you can get what you want. But part of getting what you want is preparing yourself, and part of preparing yourself is knowing how to verbally communicate at your job, whether it's with people you supervise or people who supervise you. You want to make yourself the type of employee that is desirable. A couple things you need to know. The first public speaking book came about a long time ago in ancient Egypt. Then we went through the classical age where we had Plato and Socrates and Aristotle, who gave instruction on how to speak, because public speaking was very important in the classical age. In fact, they sent out sophists, S-O-P-H-I-S-T-S, which they were groups of traveling teachers who went around teaching other people politics, math, and public speaking. Now, public speaking evolved a great deal during the industrial age in America. That's 1700 to 1900. That is the time that magazines and newspapers, ads, lots of literature came out. People became more literate, and as they became more literate, they read more and they spoke more, and they learned how to present their thoughts to other people in a concise and organized manner. So the industrial age in America is when public speaking really took a hold. Now we live in the information age. It's the age of email and texting. That's always going to be there now. We wouldn't want to be without it because it's made our lives so much easier. But you do not communicate only through text and email on a job. You have to communicate person to person, employer to employee, or company to customer. It's very important that you know how to present yourself so you don't appear foolish, so you do appear as someone who knows what he or she is talking about. So you will want to remember that. We speak for three reasons mainly: to inform, to persuade, or to entertain. So most of your speeches will either be to inform or to persuade. That's not to say it can't have a bit of entertainment in either one of them. It can. So remember that: inform, persuade, entertain. There are types of speeches we do. There are speeches that are memorized. You will not be doing any of those. A memorized speech is a horrible thing to have to do and a horrible thing to have to listen to. You only memorize a speech when you need the exact wording or the exact statistics or the exact numbers. That's when you memorize. There's a manuscript speech where you read. That's, again, a boring thing to listen to. Nobody wants to hear someone read a speech. We want to hear them speak. Politicians tend to use memorized speeches. There's impromptu speeches where you speak off the top of your head. This is something you'll get used to doing. You kind of do it now anyway, but when you're on a job, you'll get used to doing it more. The type of speech we will be doing is called extemporaneous. That is when you prepare notes and you refer to those notes while you're speaking. Now, this does not mean you read the notes verbatim. That will get you a bad score. You kind of do what I'm doing here. You glance down at your notes and then you continue talking to the camera. You talk to the people that are listening to you. You don't read to them. Extemporaneous means you do a little prep work. There is some reading, but mostly you know what you're going to talk about. Warning for this class: don't read me your speeches. Don't put speeches above you or above your camera and then read them and never look at me and give me eye contact. That's going to result in a very poor score. Make notes, study your speech before you give it. Use guide words on paper, kind of like I'm using certain guide words now to let me know what I want to talk to you next about, and I glance down at them from time to time. Now, anything else? Do I need you to know anything else? Yes, there are pages in your chapters that you'll be required to read. Your tests are timed, so make sure you have good notes. Take those notes well. You kind of work for me for the next 16 weeks. I am your boss, so consider yourself on the job right now and treat this like a job. You can have a great time in this class. You're going to learn a lot in this class, and I hope you have skills that will come about as you develop your speaking ability. So once again, welcome to COM 231. My name is Mitch Butts. You can text me at 252-468-8708, text only. If you text after 8 p.m. at night, I probably will not get back in touch with you before the next day. So again, welcome, thanks a lot, and see you in class.